Sorry, your game can't be completed as dialed. What? Oh, it's already streamed. It's the final scene. Make sure it looks fine on here. Just a second. Okay, yeah, it should be. Yeah, this should be fun. Okay. Momento. Kind of set up. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, today we are playing the final scene in St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, maybe we should do senior detective? Maybe? Or no?
You can do it if you want.
What do we think?
No, the puzzles would be harder, but you can do it if you want.
I guess we can try it.
Remember Maya Wynn from high school? I'm visiting her in St. Louis. We have tickets to tonight's premiere of the new Brady Armstrong movie, Vanishing Destiny. It's the last screening ever at the Royal Palladium. This place has been a landmark for almost a century. And now, in just 3 days, it's going to be demolished. I wish I could have seen the theater back in the 20s before it was turned into a movie house. All the great magicians performed here, even Harry Houdini. There's a lot of public opposition to the loss of this historic building. Rumor has it local activists are planning to stage a big protest out front tonight. The theater will be closed when we arrive, but they'll let us in since Maya is covering the story for the university newspaper. Oh boy, a press pass sure does come in handy. Maya told me she has an interesting lead, and we're on our way to interview Brady Armstrong about the controversy now. I know he's one of your favorite stars. Stay tuned. Maya always gets the full scoop. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Okay, Nancy, here I go. Cross your fingers, there's a story behind this door.
Go get him, Scoop.
Meet you in the lobby.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing on? Hello?
Think I'll go check out the snacks. That sounds like Maya. Help! Nancy!
Disappeared. She's gone.
Hello?
Listen carefully. If they knock the theater down, the girl goes with it.
What? Who is this? Hello? Hello? You'll never get away with this. Do you hear me?
Hello?
You're crazy. Maya's got nothing to do with this demolition.
This is Joseph Hughes, the caretaker. I'm looking for Brady Armstrong. He said he'd be there. Who's this? And what's all the excitement?
Brady's not here. I'm sorry, but I have to go. Something's gone terribly wrong.
Now, please try to calm down and tell me what's going on. What's your name, dear?
My name is Nancy Drew. Maya Wynn is my friend, and she's gone. I was out in the hall when I heard her scream. I don't know how they could have taken her.
Disappeared from the men's dressing room? What makes you think she was taken?
I just received a threatening call saying if I don't stop the theater demolition, I'll never see her again.
Well, they must have taken her through that secret passageway. Holy smokes! And you're on an inside line. That call must have come from inside the building. We gotta act quick. You check out the secret passageway. I'll make sure all the exits are locked, and then I'll come find you.
Hey, you. No groupies in the dressing rooms. But since you're such a rascally fan, what would you say to a signed autograph from yours truly?
I beg your pardon?
Take a breath and pinch yourself because it's really happening. Brady Armstrong in the flesh. Star of Vanishing Destiny? Go ahead, faint. I'll catch you.
Yeah. I came with my friend Maya to see the premiere tonight. I'm Nancy. Maya was just here a minute ago. Did you see her?
Remind me not to appoint you president of my fan club. So what was your friend doing in my dressing room?
Interviewing you. Trying to anyways. But you weren't here. Maybe you were. Or maybe you weren't.
I think she's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? Maybe you better tell me what's going on here.
I heard Maya scream. When I got here, she was gone, vanished. And then I got a creepy phone call from the kidnapper.
But where could they have taken her? What did they say?
I think I'd better discuss that with the police.
Sure thing. How can I help?
The caretaker was looking for you. See if you can help him.
Roger.
Now that he's gone, we can snoop through his stuff.
Let's check out the snack.
It's locked. It's locked.
Oh, check out the snacks. Cutting it open. Ironic, you would think they would have cleaned up here, but I guess since they were gonna demolish it, no one really cared. Ooh, secret passageway! The snake with hair. Whatever that means. Wait. Kay loves tea. Who would that be? I have no idea.
I may have to cut this short, Hal. Someone just climbed out of my wardrobe.
Can't you see I'm on the phone here?
You climbing down the wardrobe?
This is an emergency. I'm looking for a 19-year-old girl with black hair.
Listen, sweetheart, I have a premiere tonight and no stylist for my star, so don't tell me about problems.
To be honest, that's just straight up evil.
You don't understand. I think my friend is in trouble.
I said scram. This calls priority. Try me later. This calls priority. Try me later.
Fine. Do I want to know why this looks like that? Probably not. old files. Ooh, her interactive mug. It is funny how they put in their own little special little tidbits in the game. Can I not? Yeah. It's interesting that you can't call on this line. Your stage manager. Ooh, that'd be interesting if you could pull the fire alarm. I'm not sure how Nancy can possibly lift that. I'm serious. I'm not even sure how. But okay. Just pretend that Nancy's got Hulk arms and we'll just proceed on. Let's take a look at these hallways. So rich in detail. Aha! Mr. Fight the Power.
No teeny boppers till showtime. House rules.
Have you seen my friend Maya? She's 19, 5'5", black hair. She has on running shoes, jeans, and a black shirt with butterflies on it.
And the crisis is?
She's a reporter doing a story on the theater demolition. She was trying to interview Brady Armstrong.
Forget Chomstrong. If she wants the real story, she better talk to me.
And why is that?
Hollywood? The fantastic plastic vacuum? I wouldn't go there in a pig's suitcase. I'm Nicholas Falcone, solemnly sworn to lead the forces of Hadit and slay the dragon of corporate generica. Who are you, and what's with the doom and gloom?
I'm Nancy Drew. I think I need to call the police.
What are you calling them for? A little taste of your tax dollars going bad?
You have problems with the police?
It's more like they have a problem with me.
Does this have something to do with Hadit?
Haven't you heard? The battle is on. There's a human chain forming out front as we speak. But all that can wait. It's obvious you got a situation, so what's up?
Situation? Well, that's a delicate word for a kidnapping.
Phew. Kidnapping? That's a high-profile tactic. Somebody means business. So what's the demands?
The phone call was awful. They want the demolition stopped.
No kidding. That'll blast those bureaucrats and corporate bigwigs out of their dream world. Applause for the cause. We need all the help we can get.
You must be joking if you think any building is worth more than a human life. And it's a lousy joke, by the way.
I'm sorry. I know you're upset, but they won't mess with your friend. They just took her for effect. It's called making a statement.
A statement? They said they'll let Maya go down with the building if it gets demolished. I haven't asked her myself, but something tells me that's a statement she'd rather not make.
She'll be okay. Trust me.
I'm not about to take that chance.
If you need a phone, there's an outside line in the ticket booth.
Missing. No,
I can't quite reach.
no one's cleaned up here in a while. Let's see.
St. Louis Police Department.
I'm calling to report a kidnapping.
Is the kidnapping in progress?
No.
Hold on, miss. I'll transfer you to the Missing Persons Unit.
Missing persons, Sergeant Mac Ramsey speaking.
I'm calling to report a kidnapping. No longer in progress.
And who am I speaking with, please?
My name is Nancy Drew.
Okay, Miss Drew. Now, did you witness this kidnapping?
No, but I heard it.
What exactly did you hear?
My friend went into a dressing room. I was out in the hall. And I heard her scream, so I went in after her, but she was gone.
When and where did this happen?
Just now, at the Royal Palladium Theater.
And what's your friend's name, Miss Drew?
Maya Nguyen.
Can you spell that, please?
M-A-Y-A, last name N-G-U-Y-E-N.
Age?
19.
Physical description?
She's Asian American. I guess about 5'5", long black hair.
So you didn't actually witness anything, is that right?
I heard her screaming, and I received a threatening phone call. That must count for something.
A threat. Can you describe the voice? Was it a man or a woman?
It was spooky. I think they were using some voice disguise device.
Yes. That'll make it impossible to tell the gender of the caller. Did you notice anything suspicious looking in the vicinity?
No.
No suspects. Any visible signs of struggle in the dressing room? Did your friend leave anything behind? Her purse? Anything that might have fallen out of her pockets?
No.
No evidence. Does your friend work at the theater?
No, she's a student at Washington University.
Does your friend have any enemies?
Maya? I highly doubt it.
And what business did Maya have entering the theater dressing room?
She's a reporter for the school paper. She was there to do an interview.
What about Maya's parents? Have they been contacted?
They're in Vietnam this time of year. I don't know how to contact them.
Okay, miss. I'll file this report. After 24 hours, if she hasn't turned up, we consider her a missing person and begin to investigate.
How can she turn up? She's been kidnapped.
Unlikely. With all the scuttlebutt around this demolition, this stinks of student prank.
A prank? But this building is going to be demolished in 72 hours. How can we afford to take that chance?
How do you mean?
The kidnapper must be holding her in the building, don't you think?
Unlikely. No competent kidnapper keeps their captive anywhere near the scene of the abduction. Is there anything else, Miss Drew?
Sergeant, I really don't think we can afford to wait 24 hours.
It's standard procedure, Miss Drew. Unless you can provide us with some evidence that your friend was taken by force, it's 24 hours.
Thanks, Sergeant. I'll call you back when I have the evidence.
You do that.
Bye.
Nancy, what's the 411?
The 411?
Come on, Nancy. That's vintage slang. You know, the 411, the deal, the lowdown.
Tell me about your relationship with the police.
All I know is they like to dig through my garbage and follow my van. Does this face say America's Most Wanted to you?
So, humans against the destruction of illustrious theaters. Tell me about it.
This theater's a spotted owl. It's a humpback whale. It's endangered. Illustrious buildings testify to our finest human hours. They should be celebrated, not bulldozed to make way for cardboard megaplexes. Need I say more?
Do you know what they plan to build on this spot after the theater is gone?
Oh, it's very hush-hush. The name of the building firm is Wave of the Future, and the owner is some B. Thompson, descendant of J.J. Thompson, but he's never available for comment. Fishy, right? $10 says B stands for baloney.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
On the flip side.
Any news?
How do you keep up with all of your fans, Brady? A big star like you must get hundreds of emails.
Hundreds? Try thousands. All my email go through Simone. She reads it, she writes back. Control issues, you know? Off the record, any message that says love Brady is just a big electronic smooch from her.
Do you mind if I take a look around in here?
Be my guest.
Talk to you
sounds
later,
disturbing
Brady.
on
Bye.
so many levels.
Either child gets screamed.
Oh, we Joseph, come to think of it. We got the elderly man to talk to. Sometimes the brain is like, hey, you forgot something. Oh, yeah. No.
You must be Nancy. The worry's written all over your face. Well, I'm Joe. I started to look for you, but then I figured better to park myself and let you find me. Any trace of your friend?
Not a trace, and the dressing room is in ship shape. If I hadn't heard her scream, I'd think she had just disappeared in a puff of smoke.
Well, what about calling the police? There's an outside line in the ticket booth.
Thanks, but I already tried that. Standard procedure says I'm on my own for the next 24 hours.
Standard procedure.
They seem to think it might be a prank.
But this theater's gonna be torn down in 3 days. Did you tell them that?
I have to find some evidence to convince the police that this is a real emergency.
Well, I checked all the outside doors, and they're locked up tight. Only folks who've been in the theater all day are Brady and Simone, you and Maya, Nicholas Falcone, and myself.
You're suggesting it must be one of these people?
Well, I've only got this one pair of eyes, so I can't say 100%.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
I was up here in the projector room, sound testing for the premiere. But I'd be disappointed in your detective work if you didn't put me through the ringer like a regular suspect.
Simone Mueller is the only person I haven't been able to talk to yet.
Well, they sure grow 'em ornery out there in California, don't they?
Well, I've dealt with some pretty tough customers, Joseph. I just hope someone has warned her about me.
She's a little intense. Probably a showbiz thing, but I don't guess anything in L.A. has prepared her for the likes of Nancy Drew.
Doesn't this theater life of yours count as a showbiz thing?
This life? Gosh, no. I enjoy playing movies for folks, but showbiz, that's something else. Now, what's your plan of attack?
We find the kidnapper, we jump him, and then call the police.
Operation Bust a Kidnapper is about to begin. Where can I get an insider's guide to all of the secret passages in this place?
Try calling county administration. The records division keeps that type of stuff. I bet a blueprint would show secret passages that even I've never found. Ask for the original plans, not the ones from the 56 remodel.
What was the 56 remodel all about?
J.J. Thompson, the original owner, died in 1950. His kids inherited it and decided that movie theaters were the wave of the future. Anyway, I've spent the last 40-something years finding my way around this place, so let me know if I can help.
Thanks, Joseph.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's actually a funny saying.
Watch out there, Nancy. That projector's crumbling like a prehistoric cookie. Watch out there, Nancy. That projector's crumbling like... Don't touch that projector, dear. It's a temperamental old beast.
He
Don't touch
interrupted
that.
himself.
Watch out there, Nancy. That projector's crumbling like a prehistoric cookie.
There's a fixed randomly between them.
That's just funny. It's whichever thing I'm messing with.
There was a key here.
There was a
There was
key
a
here.
key
There was
here.
a key here.
There was a key
There was a
here.
key here.
There was a key here.
There
There was a key there.
me. Too bad that wasn't a Krollmeister product. They probably would have had that be Krollmeister if it weren't for the fact that he didn't technically exist. In
Hey
these
there,
games
Nancy.
yet. Oh, hello. I didn't mean to say hello.
So,
Okay.
where will you go after the demolition? Are you planning to retire?
Greasewood, Arizona. My brother Jake is there. It's a tiny town with no movie theater, so we're gonna put one on the map. I got some money saved.
The history of this theater is so rich. I'm surprised the city of St. Louis isn't more interested in preserving it.
Well, they are interested. The Historical Society's been working like the dickens to get this place declared a landmark. But someone downtown has been stalling. They're awfully close.
Gotta go now.
Atta girl.
Characters. I don't know who that would be.
Nancy Drew, Simone Mueller, don't worry, Vanishing Destiny is off. We've got bigger fish to fry.
So you heard about Maya?
Of course. I mean, a kidnapping? Right out of my star's dressing room? The premiere is small potatoes. It's worth more to us canceled or at least postponed. When the news gets out, the whole nation will be watching.
I don't think we should get the press into this before the police have had a chance to investigate.
Where are you from?
River Heights. Why?
Yes, precisely. River Heights. Listen, doll, I'm from L.A. This ain't my first time at the rodeo. We'll find your friend, or Brady Armstrong will, and when he does, every girl in America will wish she'd been kidnapped instead of Maya what's-her-name.
This theater is going to be demolished in 3 days. Brady can help search if he wants, but I'm not going to sit back and wait for him to save the day.
Honey, you've got spunk. Ever consider acting? This girl power thing is red hot right now. Of course, we'd have to think of a stage name. Nancy Drew is so utterly forgettable.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
Oh, please, Nancy, I was on the phone, doing business. But if I'm ever hard-pressed for entertainment, I'm sure kidnapping would be a real hoot.
She must be related to Deirdre somehow.
Joseph says the building was probably locked when the kidnapping happened, and that the kidnapper had to be someone who was inside the theater. Care to comment?
Why don't you tell that little gray troll that I think he did it, just to keep himself from dying of boredom in this old dump. That's my comment.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
You know, her voice reminds me of what's the woman's name? The one that you work for. What was it? I'm forgetting.
Hey, Mom.
Wow, my brain's breaking. Buddy? What are you doing? Oh, he's going nuts. That's why.
I guess.
That's actually kind of funny.
Hi, Nancy.
Gotta go now.
Gotta go
Atta
now.
girl.
What? Do the boogie. Do the boogie. It seriously sounds like somebody had, whoop. I think I'm stuck. Wait.
Says he talks to Ethan.
this is kind of funny. Nancy's gonna keep banging her head to this music the rest of the day. Woo. No! No! Hey. Oh, wait a minute. Let me try this. Oh, well, that didn't work. I wasn't paying attention to that. This is kind of funny. What is... This music's kind of driving me nuts, slightly. What? This is awful. Oops. What? Yes! 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 It's the Houdini thingy! Did music! Did music thing. Okay. Let's go. Let's go underground. Well, I mean, under the basement. Under the basement! Into the basement! These spades. Pretty sure. I have no idea how we're supposed to know this, but... Oh, I forgot about this puzzle. Being on senior is gonna be harder.
Oh yeah, there's more people.
That's actually kind of funny, but it's probably not gonna be too bad. We'll see. That's... The face doesn't look very good. Oh, that's your thing. Hold up. No, wrong way. There we go. Oh, you know something? This reminds me of what they had in Treasure in the World Tower.
Yeah.
I think I might have initially was thinking that, and I just didn't think to say anything, but yeah.
Well, I hate other ones, but you have to slide them around.
Oh yeah, the sliding puzzles can be very tedious. Some of them aren't too bad, I don't think. Something's wrong with that. The heck? That wasn't too bad. And I don't have the other thing for it. Shoot. Where's that? Oh yeah, the gum. That's what we were needing to get. It's inside the auditorium. I do like this room. It's nice. Why can't I go over there? Ah, here it is.
Eck, 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 eck.
Come down here. Right now. No comment. Imagine people staring at Nancy holding a wand with used gum on it.
You can just list the other people around, it's invisible.
No.
It looks like the gears are missing.
Okay, so on March 21st of 1925, that's a long time ago. That's 100 years ago. Over 100 years ago by now. Dear Mr. Houdini, congratulations on your latest unbelievable feat. Never have I seen the crowd at the Royal Palladium so enthralled by a performer. Stupendous! Honestly, I was assured that the watery grave was inescapable, even for a master such as yourself. Really, if I'd had any notion of risking my money, I might not have offered so grand a reward. After all, what man is made of money? Isn't that right, Mr. Houdini? My point is, well, I must admit that my cash flow is a little tight at the moment. More specifically, I do not have $50,000 available to give you at this time. The theater's young, but bound for glory, I'm sure you'll agree. And my bank account is still recovering from the building expenses. I'm sure you understand, sir. In other words, I didn't have the money I was betting. This letter is an announcement of golden opportunity, Mr. Houdini, not one of gloomy regret. Mr. Houdini, not one of gloomy regret. In lieu of cash, and in accordance with my lawyer's counsel, I am prepared to offer you a reward far more valuable than cash. I would like to make you my business partner by transferring 50% ownership of the Royal Palladium Theater into your name. Just think of it. Together we can make the Royal Palladium the foremost venue in the world for magic. Stupendous! Certainly a man as brilliant and worldly as yourself will recognize this as an irresistible offer and realize that there is no need to squabble over the petty details of your reward or invite the press to make a mountain out of a molehill in this affair. Please sign below and return this document to me if you agree to proceed with the transfer of 50% ownership of the theater into your name. In so doing, you will also be agreeing not to sue me or publicly defame my name. A detailed contract will follow. Stupendous! I am looking forward to a mutually rewarded. I'm looking forward to a mutually rewarding relationship with you, Mr. Houdini. Sincerely, J.J. Thompson. And it was signed by Harry Houdini too. So we agreed. I'm a little surprised Nancy didn't take the papers with her. I mean, it's kind of important at the fact that that's just open for anybody to get into, but okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up! Ha ha!
What?
Find the ace of spades. Keep your eye on the card. Congratulations! You beat the magician. Don't forget to
Your
collect
audience
your
will be
winnings.
dazzled.
Where'd the music go? Just stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up.
This magician needs some first aid.
It's nightmare fuel.
Nightmare fuel. Moving back and forth.
Your stage name? I'm thinking Samantha Quick. You love it, right?
I think your phone's about to ring.
I'm Sheila
Love
Rue,
ya.
probably. Maybe. I got an air horn, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Hi, Bess. It's Nancy.
Nancy, it's about time. How's St. Louis?
Something terrible has happened. Maya went to Brady's dressing room to interview him. I guess he wasn't there. She screamed, and now she's gone. I think she's been kidnapped.
Oh my gosh. Why would anyone want to kidnap Maya?
I received a threatening phone call. Somebody wants desperately to stop this demolition, and they're holding Maya as a bargaining tool.
That's terrible. Have you called the police?
I called, all right, but get this. According to standard procedure, they can't get involved until Maya has been missing for 24 hours.
What could possibly be standard about a girl getting kidnapped?
They're not convinced it's a kidnapping.
Well, how did she disappear then? Poof? Alakazam?
Sergeant Ramsey says it could be a prank, or Maya might have just taken off or something.
Sergeant Ramsey obviously doesn't know Wash U's most dedicated reporter.
It's true. The only way she would have abandoned this story is if someone dragged her away from it.
Do Maya's parents know?
They always travel this time of year, remember? And besides, I've got to find Maya before this demolition. I doubt her parents could get back from the other side of the world before then anyway.
What a mess.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been so personally attached to a case.
Call me back when you know more. I'll get a hold of George and Ned and let them know what's going on. Poor Maya. I guess the only consolation is that she's got you on the rescue mission.
He was whoever did Bess's voice on this game. I think is the same voice. Who did those Mayan recordings? Remember the different recording settings you had to put it at?
Oh,
I think that's the same voice.
Hey there, Nancy.
Gotta go now.
Atta girl.
Let's see. We had a key, but I actually don't remember what that was for. Unless we don't use that right now. Let's see. We got those papers. Wow, I'm forgetting. I guess it's just been a long time since I've played through this. Well, I guess since the last time we did it together, it's been like a couple of years. I think. Can't remember. Brain fog. Right, that quarter.
Wait.
Any news?
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
Me? You think I kidnapped Maya and then breezed in here just 4 minutes later? Where would I hide her? In my back pocket?
Just answer the question, Prince Charmstrong.
Charmstrong?
You know you love it. Just keep talking.
Well, I was late getting back from a haircut. This is hard for me. I think my hairline might be receding. It's miserable. Simone's gonna go through the roof.
Who's this Simone? And how do you know her?
Simone Mueller, CEO of my life.
Hello,
I mean,
Marjorie.
my agent.
Oh, no.
Focus on being wholesomely smoldering, she says, and leave the rest to me. So I do. She's been setting up Premier HQ in the women's dressing room. Haven't you heard her snarling at people on the phone?
Talk to you later, Brady.
Bye.
Just listen for the yelling screaming.
We remember what I'm doing. Woo! Hold on, let me check some. We got like less than 5 minutes before.
What's up? Can't talk long. Gotta check on my people.
What's your attachment to saving this theater? You seem so personally invested.
Politics is personal, but with this place, it's ultra personal. My grandma, Louisa Falcone, designed the molds for all the insane plasterwork that you see in this lobby and in the auditorium.
Wow, I can see why you would hate to let it be destroyed. After all, this artwork is her legacy.
True, but there's more. I guess the architect-owner guy, J.J. Thompson, ran out of cash before the building was done. He never paid my grandma dime one. And then he denied that she had ever done the work in the first place.
Why didn't he give her the credit?
Yeah, she was the artist type, not a deal maker. I guess she'd never signed any contractual stuff with JJ, and she didn't have the resources to sue him or any of that. So I guess she just had to let it go.
She must have been so frustrated.
Here's the kicker. After JJ sharked her on this 2-year project, she was broke. And then the Great Depression hit. She could never afford to work as an artist again.
Was she bitter about it?
Louisa, Mother Serenity Falcone? She just kept on trucking in true Falcone style. Died at 97 without a bitter bone in her body. I think she had a happy life, but this theater holds the last artwork she ever did. Don't you see, Nancy? Saving this place is not just for history, it's for justice.
She should at least get credit for her work.
My family has been trying for years, but there doesn't seem to be anything on record that links her to this place. Nancy, could you do me a favor?
Maybe there's something buried in the theater.
While you're searching, could you just keep your eye out?
Maya's my first priority, as you can imagine. But if there's any way I can help set the record straight on this beautiful artwork, I will.
You're cooler than I thought, Nancy.
And you're smarter than I thought.
I do like Nicholas, though. He's not necessarily what you call a good guy, but I do like his character, mostly. Brady!
Need any help?
Talk to you later, Brady.
Don't be a stranger.
I guess we won't talk to Brady. Monsieur Joseph?
Hey there, Nancy.
Who is this J.J. Thompson character anyway?
Old JJ. Owner, visionary, wheeler dealer. JJ loved a magic show. He had this place built with those kind of big spectacle shows in mind. JJ also happened to love the sight of his own mug in the mirror. You can tell by the way he ornamented the auditorium with his own head.
Gotta go now.
Bye.
Gotta go now. Question is, what am I supposed to do now? I'm not sure. Maybe Simone might have something to say. Simone Mueller. What?
She has Simone more to say.
How about Fancy Jackson? It's a little disco, but I think you could pull it off.
How long have you been Brady's agent?
I discovered him on an electric spring morning 6 years ago. He was working the original Coney Dog stand on Sunset Boulevard. It was pure luck. I was craving an all-beef Frank at 7 a.m. He's been the jewel in my crown ever since.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Obsessive
Ciao.
and controlling much? You. Okay, there's obviously something we're supposed to be doing, and I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing because I don't know what we're supposed to be doing. Maybe we're supposed to call? No. Wait. No. I don't know.
How
Nick,
goes the
do you have
search?
something?
I found some of JJ's
Oh, wait.
personal documents
Forgot we
inside
already
a
found
secret
them.
panel in the basement.
Well, don't just stand there. Start breaking it down.
Did you ever hear about a challenge that JJ Thompson issued to Harry Houdini back in 1925?
Yeah, and?
Let's just say that JJ Thompson found himself in a tight spot.
What does this have to do with the ownership of the theater?
Maybe Houdini wanted to teach JJ a lesson for promising things he couldn't deliver. In any case, Harry Houdini was 50% owner of this place.
Ha! Serves that swindler JJ right. Nancy, do you realize what this means?
I'm working on a couple of theories.
If Thompson didn't own the whole place, then whoever inherited it from Thompson doesn't legally own the whole place either.
Which means they don't have the authority to knock this building down.
We've got to find out what happened to his half of the ownership. You keep looking for Maya. I've got a laptop out in my van. I'll get online and do some research. Check back soon.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
Fight the power. Fight the power.
I didn't know Dwayne was here.
Fight the power. Fight the power. That would actually be funny.
Back to power.
Okay, you can take over. Humans against the destruction of illustrious theaters. Yar. Red Knot's leading it. I'm kidding. We actually don't even know Red Knot exists just yet. That popcorn's probably really old. But maybe not. Maybe not too old, but... Because, I mean, this theater obviously has been
It's
used.
Joseph. Wait till you see this. Come to the projection room.
That's not creepy. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. This thing on low.
Nancy, take a look at this.
Ooh.
Where did you find it?
Brady found it.
Found it? Where?
He didn't say. Give the police a call. And then you better go back to your hotel and get some rest.
Gosh, I am exhausted.
Go ahead and use the phone in the ticket booth. I'll be down in a minute.
You can just do 911 if you want to call the cops. It's faster that way. I think they did that for anybody who wanted to try that out and see if it worked.
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing persons unit, please.
Please hold missing persons. This is Ramsey.
Hi, Sergeant Ramsey. This is Nancy Drew. I spoke to you earlier today about the disappearance of my friend, Maya Wen.
Hello, Miss Drew. You're calling to tell me that you found your friend, I hope.
I wish that were true, sir. No, she's still missing. I'm calling to report that I have the evidence you asked for.
What did you find?
Someone else here at the theater found Maya's press pass. It was clipped to her shirt when she went into the dressing room. It must have been torn off when she was kidnapped.
Or it fell off. Or she just tossed it.
Maya is very serious about her work, Sergeant Ramsey. She never goes anywhere without that pass, and she would not willingly leave it behind.
Is the pass damaged in any way?
No.
Was anything disturbed in the area where it was found?
I don't know. I'm not the one who found it.
Okay, well, thanks for checking in, Miss Drew. If Maya hasn't turned up by tomorrow, we'll definitely be out to investigate. Someone will take a look at the press pass then.
But you said that if I found evidence, you'd investigate the theater today.
I'm sorry, Miss Drew, but we can't go chasing after every kid who decides to take a leave of absence. The vast majority of missing juveniles disappear of their own accord, and they reappear when they're good and ready.
You have to believe me. Maya would never play this kind of game. Nicholas Falcone said he thinks somebody is using her to make a statement.
Nicholas Falcone? Is he involved in this? Are you involved with him?
Haddett is demonstrating against the demolition in front of the theater. Nicholas has set up shop in the lobby. I've spoken to him. I'm not involved with him.
Are you aware of the allegations against Mr. Falcone's character, Miss Drew?
Allegations?
Nick Falcone operates according to his own rules. He'll do just about anything to save a theater, and he's not afraid to use extreme tactics.
What kind of extreme tactics?
You name it. Vandalism, sabotage, chaining himself to demolition machinery.
Is that right?
And last year there was a situation over in Nashville. Just when the oldest theater in the city is about to be torn down, and mind you, Hadit is there in full force, a girl goes missing. So happens she's the daughter of the demolition boss. They go crazy looking for her. There's a call, just like the one you described. Anyway, to make a long story short, the demolition is called off. And 3 weeks later, the girl is seen snuggling up to Falcone in a Memphis coffee shop.
Are you suggesting Nicholas is staging this thing?
I'm just saying that there's more to situations like these than meets the eye. Nick Falcone is a real operator and he likes to humiliate the police. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon here with this whole Royal Palladium thing and let him make my unit look like a bunch of chumps.
I see.
So you aren't going to have any credit with us if you join ranks with him.
Does he have a criminal record?
Oh, minor stuff. Disorderly conduct, trespassing, yada yada yada. But Nick Falcone can slime his way out of a sticky situation like no one I've ever seen. Unfortunately, there's no jail sentence for being a royal pain in the neck.
There are no good citizenship awards for it either.
Look, I know you're worried, but for now, there's nothing we can do. And there's nothing you can do either. Why don't you go home and get some rest? I'm sure you've had a long day.
Well, this has been very informative, Sergeant Ramsey. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Good night, Miss Drew.
Kind of like a nice room for introverts.
The introvert room.
The introverted room. There's a phone. There's an open line in the introverted room.
I heard the whole thing, Nancy. Go get some sleep. I'll keep an eye on things till morning.
Oh yeah, the flowers. Planning a funeral is such a dreadful pain. Wouldn't you rather just stop the demolition? Somebody is doing something yucky. I think Nancy's gonna hit her with the flowers or something. Sorry. 27 pounds? There's no way she's that heavy. I cannot picture that. I mean, maybe 115. There's no way. 1982. Wait a minute. So if this is 1982 and this game, when was this game out? 02. So she's 2 years older than Nancy. That is, I think, right? Technically. Okay. They actually don't know anything about her teeth. They don't have anything about her teeth. There's no way that they could. That was what Michael was pointing out was a mistake. They wouldn't have known that her teeth were like that unless they had seen other photos of her online. Or something. Or whatever.
I'm sorry you had to see that wreath, Nancy. It's disgusting.
This is one creepy kidnapper, that's for sure.
Let's hope the kidnapper just did this to scare you.
It's just strange. I mean, why would the kidnapper go to the trouble to have that thing arranged and delivered here?
The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. I don't know how the press got a hold of this, but they're all over it like ants on a picnic.
It's possible Nicholas told them. The press.
Mm-hmm.
Where did those missing posters come from?
I can't say for sure, but I can make an educated guess.
Are you thinking of a certain Hollywood agent we know?
Can you believe the way she diverted all of the attention away from Maya and used the poster to promote Brady as the big hero? This shouldn't be happening. It's all backwards.
The police told me Nicholas Falcone is known for using extreme tactics to further his political causes. Why are you letting him use the lobby as his headquarters?
Nicholas has been hanging around this theater since he was a little boy. I know how torn up he is about the theater. This'll be over soon enough, and then he'll go home. I don't think he's dangerous, for gosh sakes.
Gotta go now.
Atta girl.
Push the
Don't touch that projector, dear. It's a temperamental
at least.
Bump it and go.
Angry Joseph comes out of nowhere.
Oh, full of kids.
Probably half empty. It will forever be flat.
Nancy, what's the 411?
Thanks to you, the police think this whole kidnapping is a hoax.
That's all hearsay, Nancy. They got no witnesses, no testimony, no nothing.
I don't care if you've been convicted or not. Who are you?
I am not an eco-terrorist, and I would never orchestrate the temporary disappearance of anyone who wasn't in on the plan and down with the cause.
There's nothing I hate more than a bold-faced liar, Nicholas. Remember that.
All right, Officer Nancy, chill out, will ya? I'm on your side.
Whoa!
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
I was outside, harnessing public outrage. Ask anyone.
Joseph told me that the St. Louis Historical Society is in the process of trying to declare this building an historical landmark.
They've been in that process for years. It's all just a big wad of red tape, a bunch of bureaucratic hocus pocus. Hadit's about action, not paperwork.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
In other words, if it's lawful or not, they'll still do it anyways. The Brady Armstrong premiering at the Royal Palladium. It is awfully strange how they would still have a poster there, despite the fact that this theater is going to be demolished in the next day. That doesn't make any sense, but I think she canceled it though, from what she was telling Nancy. But still, it doesn't make any sense to leave that there, unless you're just wanting people to see it. Ooh, Brady's not here. Oh yeah, isn't there something in his book that we could get? I don't remember what it was. To the right? Oh, that's a different thing. Yeah, never mind.
Have you seen the posters? Aren't they fabulous?
Make your phone's about to ring.
You made the posters? When?
After Brady found her press pass, of course.
I need to talk to Brady. Where is he now?
Brady's out plastering those posters all over St. Louis and every podunk town for 50 miles. He's due back at any time, though, for the press conference.
Press conference?
I've invited the press here today to report on Brady's commitment to solving this case. You know, a few questions, a few photo ops, no big deal.
So I
That
guess she got the
funeral
press
wreath
involved.
was awful, wasn't it?
What do you know about that wreath?
I had it moved out front for the press conference. We want the press to know just how heartless this kidnapper is, don't we? Then it's all the more fabulous when Brady saves the day.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Love ya.
Might be able to go to the booth and hear them talking. I can't remember.
I got the number. I left it in the ticket booth. This woman isn't Houdini herself. She's the widow of one of Houdini's cousins.
But it couldn't hurt to give her a call. I'll get right on that.
It's on the piece of paper, yeah. 813-3247. 813-3247. I thought it was 83. No, 32. Don't add the 1. I'm not sure if that counts.
They all have.
Oh, they do? Oh, wait,
just
yeah,
that
never
she
mind.
doesn't live here, you have to do it. 813-555-3247?
Yes, hello.
Hello.
that's good.
Is this Eustacia Andropov?
Who else would it be? Everyone else is dead.
Oh, Mrs. Andropov, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm trying to find out some information about Harry Houdini. Is it true that you're his cousin?
Who wants to know?
Oh, I beg your pardon. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case in St. Louis.
Harry was only my cousin by marriage, but my husband is dead, and so is Harry. So I guess that makes me nobody's cousin. Satisfied?
I'm researching Mr. Houdini's ownership of the Royal Palladium Theater. Would you know anything about this?
He owned it. Half of it anyway, for a few months. Then he died. Does that help?
Do you know what happened to his half? Did he sign it back over to J.J. Thompson?
Return it to James Jehoshaphat? Mr. Stupendous? Not on his life. Losing that man was Harry's greatest escape.
Did someone in Houdini's family inherit the theater?
Harry made a plan to give his half of the theater to someone he admired. A young magician, I assume. Perhaps a protege. I remember my husband telling me this.
Can you tell me anything more?
More? I'm 96 over here. I don't exactly have time to burn.
I know it was a long time ago, Mrs. Andropov, but this is terribly important. My friend is in danger, and finding out what happened to Houdini's half of the theater may be my only hope of saving her.
Call the Library of Congress. Ask about the Houdini collection. There must be something in all of those letters.
Library of Congress. You don't happen to have that number, do you?
Well, I should have this letter from Shermy around here somewhere. Cat food coupons. Vincent Jacuzzi repair. Dear Eustacia. Here we go. Library of Congress, Washington, D.C. 202-555-5000.
Thanks, Mrs. Andropov. You've been a
225,000.
great help.
Save it for my funeral.
Excuse me.
Manuscripts.
I'm trying to reach Sherman Trout, please.
Speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Mr. Trout. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case that involves Harry Houdini and the Royal Palladium Theater in St. Louis. Eustacia Andropov recommended I call you.
Ah, yes. Eustacia was most helpful to us when we were assembling our Houdini collection. I presume you'd like to have a look at it?
Yes, please, Mr. Trout. I'm very interested.
Fine. Well, you'll just need to register with the library when you get here and fill out a request for the materials you wish to view. When your request has been processed, the materials will be delivered to one of our reading rooms where you can view them.
Mr. Trout, please let me explain. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to come to Washington, D.C. to do research. I'm hoping you could help me find a document.
Well, Miss Drew, I'm sorry if you have logistical constraints, but please understand my own limitations. The Library of Congress currently holds over 40 million items, contained in 10,000 separate collections. It's the largest and most comprehensive library in the world. I simply don't have time to run research errands for the individual citizens.
Mr. Trout, if I don't solve this case in a matter of hours, The building I'm standing in will be demolished, and an innocent 19-year-old girl, a friend of mine, may lose her life. You may be my only hope.
Why is your friend in danger?
She was kidnapped by someone desperate to save this building from demolition.
And what can you possibly be hoping to find in the Houdini collection that would help matters?
Mr. Houdini was part owner of the theater, and I'm trying to find out who inherited his half or what became of it when he died. I'm hoping Houdini might have discussed it somewhere in his personal documents. If I can prove that the current owner is not legally the full owner, then maybe I can get the demolition stopped and save Maya.
I see. Well, this sounds urgent. I suppose I can take a look.
That would be such a help, Mr. Trout. If you find anything, could you overnight it to me at the Royal Palladium?
Well, I certainly can't send you the document itself. It's a historical artifact now. But I could send you a slide. What's the street address there, if I find anything?
It's 1330 Washington Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63101. Please send the package in care of Nicholas Falcone or myself, Nancy Drew. I can't tell you how grateful I am, Mr. Trout. You might just be a lifesaver.
Miss Drew, I assure you, Sherman Trout is a man of his word.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Did you call? What's the story?
Sure did.
Go on, spill it.
She didn't know much, but she gave me the number of this guy at the Library of Congress who has access to the archives of Houdini's letters.
And what did they say?
We're expecting a package. Cross your fingers it gets here in time.
Way to go, Nancy! You're on fire!
Can you believe Brady's agent has called this press conference to trump up his heroics? She can barely even remember Maya's name.
Don't worry, Nancy. This cowboy will be on the scene with a megaphone in each holster. I guarantee you the press will get more than they bargained for.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
Hi, Nancy.
Gotta go now.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
What's the status?
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
How are you holding up?
Thanks for finding Maya's press pass. Where was it?
I found it in the basement. I mean the balcony. It was the balcony.
Balcony, basement, whatever. It's just my friend's life that's in danger here.
Please, Nancy. It's not me.
Oh, really? Is somebody operating you by remote control?
It's Simone. She's relentless. I'm just a hostage on her runaway bus.
Sounds like you've bitten off more than you can chew.
It's more complicated than you think. Listen, I've got to get ready for this press conference. I'll talk to you later.
It's locked.
best to answer all your questions in the time allotted. But let's proceed with good manners, shall we?
Thank you, all, for coming. I'm only sorry that the circumstances of our meeting are not more festive. Wouldn't it be nice if we were all gathered here today to revel in the blockbuster success of Brady Armstrong's new movie, Vanishing Destiny? Wouldn't we all prefer to turn our attention to record ticket sales and the squeals of delighted fans across the nation? But alas, we have come together today over tragedy, not triumph. I've called this conference specifically to let you know, and I trust you will take it upon yourselves to inform the world, that Brady Armstrong will not rest. The greatest performance of his career will not be unveiled until Maya Nguyen.
Hey lady, you're breaking my heart. But isn't her name Maya Win?
Until Maya Win is returned to her friends and family, safe and sound. Already, our real-life hero has searched this theater and uncovered important evidence. Already, he has driven 200 miles in a rent-a-car, no less, distributing missing posters to all the outer-lying regions of this great city. You see, Brady Armstrong is a hero and a regular guy, all rolled into one.
Ooh, I'm swooning.
Put a sock in it, Mr. Camouflage. And now, without further ado, I'd like to open the floor up to questions.
Is it true that the girl was at the theater to interview Brady Armstrong? What was the interview about?
Mr. Charmstrong, do you find your fans respond to you more in your chicken suit or in your curly wig?
Did anyone hear her scream?
Ms. Mueller, you're his agent. Chicken suit or curly wig?
Any speculation of where the kidnapper's hiding her? Where did this funeral wreath come from?
Isn't it a little unusual for a movie star to help with a kidnapping like this?
People, one at a time. Brady.
Well, with all of my experience on the silver screen, I feel well prepared to save the day in St. Louis.
Do you think that kidnapper is violent?
Mr. Charmstrong, have you ever thought about growing a mustache? It might really distinguish you.
Is it true you're offering a reward for the facts leading to Maya's return?
That's right. Autographed.
Yes, is it true that
It's locked.
I am back, peoples. I feel back to Brady.
He's out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can snoop her stuff. That's what it was. Talent farm. Georgie Bear. I wonder if you can call that. That'd be strange.
Can you call it?
Might be able to.
See what it's
Here.
365.
Here, let me do it this way. I'll just take a picture. I wonder if you can call that. That would actually be kind of funny. There was another thing that we didn't look at, but I guess I'm not sure if it's necessary to look at all of them. Is the pink one? Yeah. Spines, chiropractic, and massage services. Punch Pit Brady, pick up dry cleaning, Brady final shoot. These are all the different emails from different people. Oh yeah, Maya was one of those. Yeah. It's a little strange she would write yours sincerely. That is a little strange. I would think you would just say sincerely. Senior reporter, so that must mean he's a senior in wait. You were only 19. Oh, wait. Unless, I don't know. Never mind. Baroque Tours. He's not happy.
That's right.
I think you have to close her bag first. Put the evidence away.
It's locked.
Missions guide. 121192. Oh yeah.
Get smart, Nancy Drew. You're wasting precious time. Stop the demolition or you'll never see her again.
Oh. I actually wasn't thinking that. Was it? I guess so. One, two, 1, 1. Mine too. I think if you want to use the red buttons, you have to have those two things. You have to hit on magnets, trapdoors, left, right, and then have those one up where they're at currently. And then do the button on the right. And then back up and see what it does. Yeah, they're over there. Ooh.
Maya! These pieces won't budge.
These pieces
won't budge. Help! Is anybody out there?
Who's there?
It's Nancy.
Nancy? For goodness sakes. What are you doing down there?
This chair seems to be stuck. Hold on, I'm greasing the wheels here.
I found a secret room under the stage. I've got to check it out.
Magician's room.
I swear, Nancy, as long as I've worked here, I've never been able to find my way in there.
I found the door, but the pieces that open the door are stuck.
Here, try this. Hurry.
That's so beyond. Talk about personal space.
Hey, it's stuck again. Hey, it's stuck again.
Isn't that strange? And how can you close it up? Who can help? Suspicious.
This should loosen things up.
This should loosen things up. Move those two things on the left down. Oh wait, move
Oh yeah. Get these out.
Move those two on the left up. Yeah. Move that up. So now we're in the magician's room. Magicians?
She was just
I mean,
here.
magician's room.
Her shoe!
Nancy. Well, actually, no, she would have to leave that for evidence, duh. I'm surprised she left her shoe. Never mind. Tortellini. Tortellini. Signor Tortellini. Donovan. I really hope that's fake, otherwise that's dangerous. Ow. Don't touch that projector, dear. It's a temperamental old beast. What?
Rubber is shockproof.
These probably are real tricks. Ooh.
The gate is electrified.
I was just thinking. Just responding to the noise in the other room.
There you go. 6384. 9.
4, 5, 9. 6, 3, 8, 4, 9. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, Nancy. Hey.
I think the kidnapper just moved Maya to a new hiding place. Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
Wow, are you sure? I didn't see anything.
I found evidence that will prove that Maya's being held in this building.
Wow! Evidence. Where?
I'll talk to you later. I've got to get a hold of Sergeant Ramsey.
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing persons unit, please.
Please hold missing persons. This is Ramsey.
Sergeant Ramsey, it's Nancy Drew.
Hi, Miss Drew.
I found Maya.
You found her? So the case is closed.
I found her, and then she disappeared again.
Good grief. This girl's a regular Houdini. All right. What have you got for me?
I found a secret room under the stage. I saw Maya through a peephole, but by the time I got into the room, she was gone. The kidnapper must have moved her.
A peephole, huh? Are you sure you saw her?
Sir, there's evidence. Pizza boxes and one of Maya's shoes. I left everything where it was so you could see for yourself.
So you think the kidnapper's been using this secret room as a base camp? Well, this is very interesting, Miss Drew. It sounds like you've been conducting quite a search.
Now will you please send someone over to investigate?
Yep. Just bear with me while I try to find an available car. Help is on the way, Miss Drew.
Great. Bye.
Hi, Nancy. What happened?
The kidnapper's been holding Maya in that magician's room under the stage.
You found her? Oh, that's great. Where is she now?
By the time I got through that door, the room was empty.
Are you sure you didn't just imagine you saw her?
I think the kidnapper moved her, but they left some evidence behind.
Evidence? That should interest the police. Have you called them?
Yeah, they said they'll come check it out, but they may not be able to get here for a while.
I'll wait up for the police. You get some rest, Nancy. You're gonna need it for tomorrow.
Thanks, Joseph. I am exhausted.
Victory. Oh, yeah, that's right. We kind of haven't been saving. There are three of the day. Kidnapper demands 50K. 50K? Maya's worth only $50,000? Okay. Yeah, like, that makes sense. Nancy, please see me right away. JH. What's up?
Can you believe this ransom demand coming out of thin air?
Do you think it's real?
Apparently, the call came from north of here, a town called Granite City. Personally, I think it's a hoax. But now the police are convinced that Maya's not in this building.
That's crazy. She was tied up in the magician's room yesterday. I saw her. And the kidnapper must have been here too because Maya didn't move herself.
Are you sure the pizza boxes were in that magician's room? Because the police couldn't find anything.
What do you mean they couldn't find anything?
They searched the whole building.
Somebody must have moved the evidence. That's the only explanation.
Follow your gut, Nancy. If you think Maya's still here, you keep looking for her, you hear?
Joseph, I did some checking. You don't really have any family in Greasewood, do you?
Now, what you want to go digging into an old man's life for, Nancy?
Everyone's a suspect, Joseph. You know that. If you have nowhere to go after the theater comes down, then maybe you're the kidnapper desperado. It's not so far-fetched, is it?
Now. I am going to Greasewood, and I'm not desperate. I made up the part about my brother so you wouldn't feel sorry for me. You've got enough to worry about, don't you?
It's only a matter of hours until the demolition. How are you holding up, Joseph?
Oh, fine. Everything's great. Fine. I was up till the wee hours polishing up the lobby. Heck, I'm even fixing to repair the old keymaker so you can give it a whirl. Guess old habits die hard, eh?
Gotta go now.
Chin up!
Hola!
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
What are you doing hanging out with that Falcone jerk?
I'm not hanging out with him, Brady. I'm conducting a search here, and I'll take any tip I can get.
That guy's bad news, and he's certainly not gonna help your credibility with the police.
Thanks, Brady, but I've got everything under control.
Just trying to help.
Why are you so interested in helping me?
Well, Maya was kidnapped from my dressing room after all. I just can't help thinking maybe they meant to kidnap me.
Talk to you later, Brady.
Bye.
He's sad at how everybody's got such evil motives. Ooh. Excuse me.
I'm sure this can be repaired.
I love
I'm
it.
sure this can be repaired.
Neither Simone nor Brady come out.
How's
It's
progress?
actually kind of funny.
I saw those pictures you took of Brady posing with Maya's press pass all over the theater. What do you think you're doing?
Well, in that instance, I was trying to find the best light to show off my star's fabulous cheekbones. Was that so wrong?
I know you sent that funeral wreath. The jig is up, Simone.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sugar. Listen, the pressure must really be getting to you. I know a top-notch aromatherapist in town, okay? I'll give you her number.
I'm not stressed out. I'm livid. I went through your stuff and I know what you did.
You broke into my personal property? I could have you arrested for that.
It's just business, Simone. You do what agents do, I do what detectives do. I'm sure you can appreciate that.
All right, I sent the stupid wreath, but I'm no kidnapper. I needed something for the cameras, didn't I? And it was a very tasteful arrangement. Should have been for $300. Perhaps I went a little overboard.
A little overboard? You're dreaming if you think that's enough to get you off my suspect list.
How's progress?
Have you heard about this ransom demand?
50 grand, what a joke. Isn't it just like a rank amateur to jump on the bandwagon? Anyone with a pinch of class would have demanded at least $1 million.
Brady seems uncomfortable with some of your, tactics.
Oh, he's just whining because I made him chop off his ponytail. I don't know what's gotten into him with this free will thing. I told him, you can't even dress yourself, kid, but if you want your blockbuster career to crash and burn, go ahead, manage yourself.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
He acts kind of like Heather McKay.
The only person she, a third of the way, maybe a fourth of the way, cares about is Brady. And that's ultimately just because it makes you ready.
Hola!
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
Somebody vandalized this.
Probably Nicholas.
Oh yeah. Ooh, Joseph isn't here. Let's look at his stuff.
It's locked. It's
Let's
locked.
talk about him. Yeah, you're right. Oh wow!
Something's missing here.
We need to replace. Oh wait, we can't replace the light bulb. We can't do that until later in the game. Fine. Wonder. Oh, never mind. I was trying to look for something that's not supposed to be found right now. Why am I going to Southern accent? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Brett. Why does he have a girly looking bag? Sunny boy, fan free tanning spray. Progain, extra strength for men. Hair growth treatment. Results may occur eventually.
Maya's notebook.
If found, please contact Maya when 314-555-4775. Why the Royal Palladium for the premiere of Vanishing Destiny? Was it BA's decision or his agent's? Does he make any of his own decisions? Any history with the RP? Research. Attended benefit last year to save historic theater in LA, the Galaxy. Interest in saving the Royal Palladium? Do you believe actors should use their influence to champion political causes? Next project? Where does he see himself in 10 years? Ever done anything he regrets to further his career? Wait till the end. Hit him with the evidence. Demand an answer. Ooh, interesting. Maya definitely sounds like an organized person.
Yeah, she. Maybe
an
He's not.
IS.
She's the IS.
Hey.
Hey, you.
Don't hey you me, Brady, you rotten fraud.
Huh? I'm afraid you've lost me.
You've been lying to me, playing Mr. Helpful and Concerned all this time. I found her notebook in your bag.
I haven't done anything wrong.
You have some nerve. I bet that notebook has your fingerprints all over it.
Okay, Nancy, here's the deal. My real name is Brady Thompson. Simone pushed for Armstrong, more wholesomely smoldering, she said.
Yeah, so?
I'm Wave of the Future, Inc., the owner of this theater, great nephew of JJ himself.
So why don't you stop the demolition?
The place is shabby. It needs major repairs. It's a money pit and a has-been. Not the image I want to project.
Is everything about image with you?
Never underestimate the power of image, Nancy. You are what you project.
And what is it that you wish to project?
When people think of Brady Armstrong, they think sparkling white teeth and healthy glow. Success glows. It doesn't crumble and sag. The hero never rides a has-been horse.
Then why don't you sell the theater to someone else?
When I saw these ritzy themed restaurants popping up all over the country, it hit me like pow. My first original idea. Brady Armstrong's Planet Tinseltown. Can't you see it on the marquee? Grand opening. The lights will say it all.
What does this have to do with Maya?
I've sworn to be the captain of my own destiny. Maya was going to expose me, muck up my name in this controversy. It would have been a dark cloud over the launch of Tinseltown.
And for that, she deserves to be kidnapped?
I didn't kidnap her. I found her notepad in the basement with the press pass. I just thought I'd hang on to it for a few days until the dust settles.
How could you withhold anything that might help me find her? How could you?
Sorry, Nancy. Look, you're not thinking clearly. It's obvious she's not in the building. We've searched everywhere.
She has to be in the building. I know she's here.
You're the only one who thinks she's here. There's no evidence.
There was evidence. I found a pizza box and one of her shoes.
Evidence that no one was able to verify. Who's to say you didn't imagine that stuff?
Joseph believes me.
He's a confused old codger.
Nicholas thinks she's in the building.
He's an outlaw, and he's using you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to rally a wrecking crew.
You can't do this.
Joseph's up here. Joseph! He's not. Probably I'll have to talk to Nick. Eee.
Nancy, we could be golden! A package just came from that museum. We may have the goods to stop this demolition dead in its tracks. Check the ticket booth.
Dun, 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 dun. Rapid Rhino Express Delivery Service 320. Dear Miss Drew, I couldn't find anything written in Mr. Houdini's own hand, but I did find this letter addressed to Mr. Houdini from a close colleague and friend. It seems to hint at the information you require. I hope that this package has arrived in time to be useful to you. Dutifully yours, Sherman H. Trout, from the Library of Congress. Head librarian. Well, anyways.
Something's missing here.
No, I can't yet.
It's locked.
Nancy, don't blow this.
What am I supposed to do? I can't look at it. I need somebody's assistance. Simone? Simone? You're not helpful because you're gone. Where'd everybody go? This isn't good because I hope I didn't break the game. Where'd he gone?
I think he's supposed to be here.
I need a coin. It's not working. There was a key here.
Nancy, don't blow this.
What does that look like to you? Because I don't know what I got. SI, but the one with the 3 prongs on it, and then the very last one. Oh wait, V. What's the very last one?
Right,
Oh. SIBO. Thank you. I got that mixed up. For some reason, I thought it was love, and then I'm like, wait, it wasn't love. It was hate. No, I'm kidding. There we go, SIBO. There's a heart on it, so I guess it counts. It counts.
It's locked.
Save. Fight the power.
Okay, officers, this is our final sweep. In a matter of minutes, this building will be nothing but a pile of rubble.
Okay.
See anything, Dino? All clear in here, Sarge.
You couldn't be leaving that fast, but...
Well, if it isn't the SLPD's favorite nosy detective. Right this way, Miss Drew. You can still get a front row seat for the demolition.
Okay, officers, this is our final sweep. In a matter of minutes, this building will be nothing but a pile of rubble.
Fast. Unless he was already inside using it.
See anything, Dino? All clear in here, Sarge.
What I should have done was this thing. Hello? Dear Harry, how's tricks? Not that I need to ask. I've seen the papers and I know that you're dazzling the crowds wherever you go. I received your letter and I must say I'm very intrigued by your plans. This Thompson character sounds slippery indeed. If you want to disentangle yourself from him and you have the opportunity to do a good deed at the same time, I say bravo. What a windfall for a struggling young artist to inherit 50% ownership of a thriving theater like the Royal Palladium. But who is this mysterious beneficiary of yours? A magician, I assume? But where in the world did you come across a woman magician? I have never even heard of one. Is she talented? Once again, your generosity is unsurpassed. I commend your noble heart and look forward to seeing you at the Princess in... What? At the Princess in Montreal? Okay. It will be an auspicious reunion. All the best, your friend and colleague, Dizzy Notion. That's actually kind of funny. Miss fell. She lost her focus.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing on? Hello?
Oh, so Joseph, suspicious. Voice swap. Seems a little careless to leave that there.
Another secret passageway.
More palladium. Something depository access from projection booth.
I should switch the power off.
Oh, that's right. I better take the.
Hey, Nancy, I've been looking for you.
Oh, what for?
I've decided I need to get organized, Nancy. Tomorrow I'm really gonna straighten up in here.
But Joseph, there isn't going to be any tomorrow. Not for this theater, anyway.
I think a fresh coat of paint would really cheer things up, don't you?
I know it's you, Joseph. But why? Were you trying to buy some time so the Historical Society could declare the theater a landmark or something?
Do you think the premiere will sell out?
Snap out of it. Just tell me where Maya is.
Don't tell him she's here, Nancy. I will take her away and knock down the theater.
If you cooperate, it'll look better for you in court. Maybe the jury will understand that you just got carried away.
Don't tell him, Nancy.
I must have the key. I must have the key somewhere in my bag of tricks.
Dear Hiram, the Festival of Illusions begins next week and every show is sold out. If the public finds out that Houdini has ditched the theater and that I'm now in business with some anonymous woman artist, I'm liable to have a public mutiny on my hands. More importantly, I stand to lose a lot of money. I have no idea how Houdini ever heard the name of Luisa Falcone in the first place, but I'd like to wring the neck of the fellow who mentioned her. I've got Houdini's paperwork here and I plan to sit on it until the festival's over. Houdini's on the road anyway. By the time he gets back, it'll be all settled. Thanks for your cooperation. Sincerely, JJ. Whereas J.J. Thompson, owner of the Palladium Theater and resident of St. Louis, Missouri, had signed over 1/2 of the ownership in said property to Harry Houdini, and reward for Mr. Houdini's successful escape from the watery grave, and whereas Mr. Houdini has made the acquaintances of Luisa Falcone of St. Louis, Missouri, the artist responsible for all of the ornamental plasterwork inside the theater, and whereas Mr. Thompson never delivered payment to Madame Falcone for her services rendered, and whereas the actions of Mr. Thompson is failing to deliver payment or credit Madame Falcone in any way for her work constitute fraudulent and immoral actions, and whereas Mr. Houdini is one of the utmost and honest character. Therefore, be it resolved by the three parties whose signatures appear below that any property rights, inclusive and appropriate, of the Palladium Theater vested in Mr. Houdini's interests be transferred to Madame Luisa Falcone in recognition for her unpaid services to Mr. J.J. Thompson.
She never did get it. She never signed it.
She never signed it, so that was probably just a mistake in the writing, I'm gonna assume. Perfect, grab the right ones.
Come on, come on!
Yeah, I think I grabbed the right one. It's locked. Fine. Maybe use one of those. You just bust.
This one's useless.
I'm pretty sure it'd just be the same one. But
hang on, Maya. I'll get you out of there.
3 minutes till demolition.
Hang on, Maya. I'll get you out of there.
nothing's working.
This is useless.
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 Just imagine poor Maya just watching Nancy keep repeating things to herself. This is useless. This is useless.
Just keep saying this. I mean, that.
This is useless.
You better.
This is useless.
This is useless.
I've got to let them know we're up here.
Okay. Jimmy, is that Bob?
Not so fast, Detective.
Joseph, please let me past.
I can't let you do this, Nancy.
This is useless. I'm warning you. I still got a trick or two up my sleeve.
We're going down in a blaze of glory.
Joseph, you can go down in a blaze of glory if you want, but Maya and I are not coming with you.
You've cracked your last case.
Joseph, this is far from over. Now step aside.
It's all over now.
We've still got time for a grand finale here, Joseph.
I never meant for it to turn out this way. Ah! That light!
I love how he moonwalks away.
Look! The marquee! Stop the demolition!
Dear Bess, I still can hardly believe that Joseph, sweet old Joseph, was Maya's kidnapper. He says he planned to kidnap Brady with the idea that Simone could use her Hollywood connections to save the theater. But when Maya entered the dressing room, he panicked and grabbed her instead. Plan B was to stall the demolition long enough for the Historical Society to declare the building an official landmark. I guess he's been at the Royal Palladium for so long, he just couldn't imagine his life without it. But desperation aside, poor Joseph wasn't cut out for a life of crime, and pretty soon things were spinning out of his control. Simone's publicity stunts didn't help. At least he was courteous and kind to Maya through the whole thing. Her testimony should help him in court. The good news is that the Royal Palladium is still standing. Once he heard that Nicholas would inherit his grandmother Louisa's 50% of the theater, Brady decided he'd better find another site for Planet Tinseltown. In order to make amends for things, and because he needed some good publicity, Brady donated his half of the theater to the St. Louis Historical Society. Together with Haddett, they should have this place restored to its original glory in no time. Not such a happy ending for Simone, I'm afraid. She received an official reprimand from the National Press Corps for her stunt with the wreath. Still, knowing Simone, she'll be back at the top of her game in no time. So, here ends the longest 3 days of my life. The premiere of Vanishing Destiny is back on, but I think this detective is going to wait for it to come out on videotape. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
And we never called Ned once in the game. Poor Ned. Wow, we finished that in slightly over 2 hours. Wow. Using this music is so calming. Actually, probably a lot of these people don't work at Interactive anymore.
Yeah, probably just about all of them.
Even Kalina's not with them, as far as I know. Oh yeah. I really hope not, in a way, because that's just terrifying. Alexandra James. The My House testing team. Let's get it, buddy. One thing I want to check before we finish is I want to check to see if we can call that boyfriend of Simone's. I want to see if that's possible to call that number. Otherwise, it will be a waste of time. Let me check. It's probably not possible to call him, but we'll just check. We can go right here. Let's see. see. 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 5, 5, 3, 6, 9, 9. Probably not going to.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please
Maybe
check the
have to
number
do it
as
without the
dialed.
1. 2, 1, 3, 5, 5, 5, 3. No!
You
No!
don't have to, Eric, if you
Oh, wait.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Let me try it one more time. I'm gonna try it one more time. It's probably not gonna work. He doesn't exist. Please. No! He doesn't exist! He's not real! Oops. I closed out my YouTube app. Or at least the thingy. Someone's still on here? Hi, person. Whoever you are!
Nancy, don't blow this.
Don't
Nancy,
blow this.
don't blow this.
Don't
Nancy,
blow this.
don't blow this.
Let's have some popcorn. Joseph, I want some popcorn, man! You know, I'm a little surprised that they didn't have Nicholas talk about when he was young being here. Alright! Au revoir! Wiedersehen!